Cinderella goes roller skating? It's time for Dante's legendary tales. It's time we use our imagination to add a fun twist to the classic fairy tale of Cinderella. Let's dive into the pages. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Fable Hollow, there was a girl named Cinderella. She lived with her mean aunt and uncle and her cousins. She always had to do all the chores in the house and never got to do anything fun. She couldn't even wear all the cool clothes, but instead got all the hand-me-downs from her cousins that never fit quite right. Her aunt and uncle were mean to her too, yelling at her to get the chores done while her cousins could play and do whatever they wanted. One day, the whole neighborhood was buzzing with exciting news. The local roller skating rink was throwing a huge party, and everyone was invited. Cinderella's cousins couldn't stop talking about their new skates and helmets they got for the party. Cinderella looked at the invitation, excited that she was invited too. The only problem was that she didn't have any skates. After working and doing tons of chores, Cinderella finally asked her aunt and uncle if she could go to the party. They laughed at her and told her to go to her room. Her hopes were dashed, and when the night finally came for the big party at the roller skating rink, her cousins and aunt and uncle left Cinderella home alone. Suddenly, with a flash and a pop, there appeared a fairy. It wasn't just any fairy, but it was her fairy god sister of roller skating. When she saw Cinderella was disappointed and sad, she waved her wand, saying, "Don't worry, Cinderella. You're going to the skating party tonight." With the wave of her wand, the fairy god sister gave Cinderella the coolest set of roller skates, with a light-up helmet and cool skating clothes. Cinderella was ready to go to the party. Remember, the magic wears off at midnight, so you have to be home by then. Cinderella agreed and skated all the way to the roller rink. When Cinderella arrived, the party was already going. But as soon as she entered, everyone gasped at her cool outfit and new skates. That's when the coolest kid in town, Prince, noticed her. Skating over to her, he took her by the hand. Prince and Cinderella skated together all night. From fun skating games to disco and more. Cinderella was having so much fun she forgot to look at the time. Then the DJ came on and said, "Last skate. Midnight skate." In a panic, Cinderella skated away, leaving one of her skates behind. The next day, Prince searched the entire town of Fable Hollow looking for Cinderella. Every girl he asked tried on the skate, but none of the feet fit. Finally, Prince came to Cinderella's house. He tried to skate on one of the cousins, but soon realized she was not the one. Then he saw another girl, Cinderella, as she took out the trash. He stopped everything and asked her to try on the skate. Her aunt and uncle and cousins tried to stop Prince, but before they could, Cinderella put on the skate and it fit perfectly. Prince had finally found Cinderella. Both were so excited. From that moment on, they went on all the skating adventures they could together. Legend has it, they skated and lived happily ever after. Thanks for joining me for an amazing legendary tale. And remember, life is legendary, so live an epic story. See you next time!
all really began a year ago when James Woods and I met at a press event and began seeing each other. We both valued our privacy, however, so we agreed to keep it a secret from the media. Everything in my life was wonderful. But then a few months ago, I turned 40. It was hard for me to begin with, but it got worse when, not so coincidentally, Tom began pushing Channel 5 News to replace me with a fresh young face, and he succeeded. 3 weeks from now, I'll be off the air. Well, apparently all men think the same way because around the same time, James dumped me. I watched my career and my love life crumble, and I wasn't going to just stand by and take it. That's when I had the good fortune to meet a young news intern named Priscilla. She was so anxious to get into the reporting business and would have done anything to get on my good side. So I seized the moment. I paid her off to seduce James Woods and reel him into a relationship like a fish on a line. I knew a hot young woman like Priscilla could manipulate him into doing anything I wanted. At my direction, she persuaded him to become a born-again Christian and instilled him with the drive to bring together all the people he'd wronged. That's how this weekend came to pass. Of course, Priscilla knew nothing of my real intentions, but she played the part beautifully nonetheless. There's no way she could have known I planned to kill James Woods and frame Tom Tucker. I'm 40. The hidden gun goes off, kills James Woods, and at the first opportunity, I retrieve the gun and plant it in Tom's bag. James Woods is dead, Tom goes to prison. Nice and easy. But Stephanie got in the way. She was in James' chair at the wrong time. And when I realized my mistake, I had to improvise. The power outage provided a perfect cover. I grabbed the knife off the dinner table and stabbed him. But as Joe pointed out, there were fingerprints. I couldn't just leave it there. So when Tom and I got separated in the gallery, I went back into the dining room and got the knife. But at that moment, Priscilla regained consciousness after fainting. She started to become hysterical. I knew I couldn't risk her revealing that I'd engineered this whole gathering, so I killed her, and I hid her in Tom's room. I tried to plant the knife in Tom's suitcase, but at that moment, Muriel walked in and caught me in the act. It wasn't her fault, poor thing, but she had to die. I stabbed her, and she screamed. I had to leave the knife in her because I couldn't very well hide it on my person with everyone quickly closing in. So I wiped off the fingerprints and ran. I slipped in with the rest of the group when they all converged on the scene. I needed more time to finish my work framing Tom, but that's when Derek went out to the balcony. I couldn't let him contact the police before everything was in place, so I had to kill him too. When Peter was yelling at everyone about that picture of Derek holding up the Hollywood sign, I grabbed the Golden Globe and slipped out. I followed Derek outside and did what I had to do. I barely had enough time to plant the Golden Globe in Tom's room and run back downstairs, where I took advantage of the commotion and joined the crowd as they were all running outside. And the rest, well, you did all the rest for me. You turned on Tom exactly as I planned. So there it is, Lois.
Be sure to enjoy all the exciting beginner book videos from Random House. The Cat in the Hat Comes Back by Dr. Seuss.
Do you know where I found him? You know where he was? He was eating a cake in the tub. Yes, he was. The hot water was on and the cold water too. And I said to the cat, what a bad thing to do.
But I like to eat cake in a tub.
Left the cat.
You should try it sometime.
Left the cat as he sat.
Other Dr. Seuss favorites on The Cat in the Hat Comes Back include There's a Wocket in My Pocket and Fox in Socks. One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish by Dr. Seuss.
Say, look at his fingers. 1, 2, 3. How many fingers do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 11. 11? This is something new. I wish I had 11 too.
Other Dr. Seuss stories on one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish include Oh, the Thinks You Can Think and The Foot Book. Dr. Seuss's ABC.
Big D, little d. What begins with D? David Donald Do. Dreamed a dozen donuts and a duck dog too.
Other stories on Dr. Seuss's ABC include I Can Read with My Eyes Shut and Mr. Brown Can Moo, Can You? Hop on Pop by Dr. Seuss.
Hop, hop.
We like to hop. We like to hop on top of Pop.
Stop. You must not hop on Pop.
Hop on Pop also includes these Dr. Seuss favorites. Marvin K. Mooney, Will You Please Go Now? And Oh, Say Can You Say? I Am Not Going to Get Up Today by Dr. Seuss.
You can shoot at me with peas and beans. You can bring in the United States Marines. You can put the whole thing on TV. But I won't get up today. Not me.
I Am Not Going to Get Up Today also includes these Dr. Seuss stories. The Shape of Me and Other Stuff, Great Day for Up, and In a People House. Are You My Mother by P.D. Eastman.
I have to find my mother.
He said.
But where? Where is she? Where could she be?
Then he came to a dog.
Are you my mother?
He said to the dog.
I am not your mother. I am a dog.
Other P.D. Eastman stories on Are You My Mother include Go Dog Go and The Best Nest. The Bear's Christmas by Stan and Jan Berenstain.
When you first put on skis, be careful. Don't slip. And watch where you're going. Be sure you don't trip.
I'm watching. But tell me, Pop, please. Are you going to go jumping without any skis?
Other Berenstain Bear stories on The Bear's Christmas include Inside, Outside, Upside Down, and The Bike Lesson. The Berenstain Bears and the Missing Dinosaur Bone.
They will search the place, every cranny and nook. Will they find the bone? Will they find the crook? A dark, dark room, a mummy's tomb.
Is that the thief? That spooky face?
No, that's the museum's mummy case.
Other Berenstain Bear stories included on this video are Bears in the Night and The Bear Detectives. Be sure to collect all the fun videos from the Random House Beginner Book video series.